the rain's on and off. Hopefully it stops a little later. Then you can basically do some flying once I'm done all my stuff and all that. I read a lot of interesting drone stuff today. How about this one? It was kind of interesting with a twist. You've heard of things like drone deliveries and stuff like that, where they plan to deliver food. How about doing it for free? It says, Hangry Drone aims to change food delivery. No delivery fees and no long waits. With a future built on the skies, Hangry hopes to solve many of the problems facing food delivery right now. A local startup is betting that the skies are the future of food delivery with no delivery fees, no tips, and no worries for rumbling stomachs hoping to avoid getting hangry. Hangry, as defined by Merriam-Webster, is, quote, irritable or angry because of hunger. Therefore, it made sense that Shehan Weirman and Nick Adamy aptly named their company Hangry after becoming annoyed and exasperated by homemade food. Saying, quote, we got really lazy to cook and we just decided to order a lot, Weirman said. We realized we're paying like $10, sometimes more for delivery, that would take us sometimes over an hour to arrive. The engine that drives this enterprise is a drone with a basket attached by a rope to the bottom. In an open field away from flight restriction zones around Washington, D.C., the Hangry team tests the drone out, weaving and soaring in high across the air. Hangry plans to partner with restaurants and other establishments to deliver their products. Users would then order food like they normally would. After ordering, the drone would take that delivery and fly it to a designated drop site for pickup. Customers come and simply scan a QR code and grab their food, Weirman said. That way they can take however long they need, but their food's there, so we can drop it off and go. Hangry's long-term goals for the food delivery industry are to alleviate high prices, long wait times, and driver errors. And it's starting to rain again. And it says here, quote, you're getting your food out and you know you're getting it in a really cool way. Overall, food delivery has turned into an $82 billion industry and market trends indicate it could double in the next 5 years. I'm still trying to understand the legality and all that, where you could fly like in an uncontrolled zone and all that, but how about just the fact that in most places attaching anything to the drone in that case, I guess is, quote, illegal without permission. I just find it a little ironic too, where the whole notion of this inspiration was, oh man, that food delivery is so expensive, but they're too lazy to cook their own meals. That is the cheapest way to save money, is to cook your own meals. I mean, I know for $10 you can actually shop a lot, like for fresh vegetables and all that. I'm having a hard time seeing how that business model works though, how you would actually stay in business without actually charging money for that. And this was cool too. This one says, search and rescue teams use drone to help injured hiker in southern Utah. A drone helped rappel a hurt hiker more than 400 feet during a daring rescue in Snow Canyon State Park Sunday. It's the first time the Washington County Search and Rescue Team used a drone this way, but likely won't be the last. Search crews helped a 65-year-old woman who got hurt hiking on the top of the island in Skye around noon. She had fallen several feet and could not put weight on her foot. To bring her down, they needed to be creative. So there were other people that were injured as well, but apparently they were able to rappel down as opposed to this person who was injured. So it says they put 660 feet of twine on a drone and sent it up. We gave that a shot and it actually worked. The canister was light enough for the drone to handle, didn't have too much wind, and so we flew the drone all the way up to where the guys were literally right to their hand. So with all that, they were able to disconnect the rope and basically use that to help rappel her down and all that, which is kind of great because from the sounds of it, from what they wrote anyways, and you can see in the videos, they kind of improvise it, like saying, hey, we have this and the drone, let's give it a shot. And it just makes me think, you know, from the previous story, if the laws are too restrictive in some way, saying, nope, now you can't do this without going like through this, I don't know, 100 document procedures and all that, you could basically be risking people's lives in my opinion in that case too. That's the perfect example. Stop thinking of just the sensationalized examples of some consumer drone flying like crazy, taking down an aircraft with like hundreds of people. There's more odds, in my opinion, that people could use it for good in this case than those crazy over-the-top examples. And still on that topic, I guess, of the laws being restricted and so forth in various cases, this one says, police warns criminals, you won't be able to hide from our new drone. Criminals are being warned they can't hide from a new police drone which will be deployed to trace suspects fleeing crimes such as robbery and burglary. Nottinghamshire Police just invested in a new drone team based at Hucknall Police Station where 15 pilots have been trained in using the technology. Officers can be at the scene of the crime and deploy the drone within 8 minutes. There are 3 drones in total. one main drone and 2 lower spec ones installed with cameras with zoom range of 1 kilometer. Already, the drone has assisted officers in finding 3 to 4 missing people by searching vast areas of land which were difficult for police to access. So that makes me think in general, like for here in Canada anyways, so many of those pro-consumer drones that the police actually are going to use, you can't actually fly over people, so how does that work? And if they're gonna say, well, they're the police, they can use it, then to me, you can't use the narrative saying, oh, you can't fly this over people, whatever, because it's too dangerous. I mean, that should not exclude in this case. If you think it's too dangerous for a regular consumer to fly that drone over people, then they shouldn't as well, so to speak. So it makes you think again whether or not those laws aren't really written in a modern day way. And darn, doesn't look like the rain's gonna stop. I guess it's time for the archive. Alright, see you guys later.